Welcome back to the 2015 Call of Duty North American Championships presented by Xbox. I'm Gizmo, joined by Courage, and we have a good one brewing here.
Yeah, tied 1-1 here. Going into game number 3, going to be uplink on comeback. This game could really go either way. Game number 1 went the distance, very close. Game number 2, round 11. Stunner wound up clutching that one. Here we see game number 3, comeback on uplink. Predictions here for this map.
Orbit won the first respawn.
Yep.
We'll see how it goes here. Both games have been so close. I don't really know if any team has a real advantage right now, but we'll jump on board right off the rip with Legal.
Yeah, and here we can see Legal now going to be pushing here towards this middle map, popping his trophy right away, spotting one player that's pushing out. His goal here is to clean up accuracy before he gets a kill. Unfortunately, though, accuracy able to find one there, kind of missing his opportunity now, pushing towards this glass side. Now, how crucial is it to hold down glass on this map?
Huge kill there, and if he can get that second one even bigger, you want to hold down glass so you're spawning your team on the complete opposite side of the map. Right by glass is exactly where that drone respawns, and that's the side that you want to be spawning on.
Yeah, you're seeing accuracy and the rest of the boys here on Orbit push out altogether. Once again, if you're just tuning in, John is actually Twiz. There's the first dunk coming out of accuracy, and that happened because they wound up having 3 players push out of glass. Their final player pinched on that back yellow building there, able to clean him up. So a 2-0 lead right away coming out of the Atlas team. That's what you got to like to see here if you're a fan of Orbit.
Yeah, and here we're on board with Sinful. He's already on a 3 streak. He's on a 4 streak now. He's looking for another.
Shooting his teammate.
Yeah, shot a teammate there. Let's see if he sits here, waits for the EXO to reboot, and gets hold of the drone.
Oh my goodness.
That would have been a huge kill right there. Now on board with Perplexed. He's going to go middle and try and get some middle control here for his teammates right now. 2-0 at the start for Orbit, so off to a good start, but not a ton of drone control early.
Yeah, and I really do think that has to come back down to, as you saw there, explode on your screen, the EMP grenades accuracy, giving Fierce the hands there. He's going to rotate this right through glass, but unfortunately for him, he has 2 players spawning on top of him. No way he's going to be able to get that one in unless his teammate winds up cleaning him up from behind. That's going to be Twiz who gets a kill, not able to get the dunk in. Fierce needs to kill Sin here, but he fails that gunfight. Sin just clutched up for the squad, getting that 2-piece and dunking. A missed opportunity there for Fierce. He really should have won that gunfight.
Yeah, he should have absolutely won that gunfight, and that's a huge 2-point play. That's a huge 2-point swing. He probably gets that drone.
Another easy dunk here.
Yeah. Twiz.
There you go.
Yep.
They're making it work very easily as of right now due to holding down that glass side and having that one player with the ball on top of yellow. Stunner getting absolutely slaughtered here in the first 2 minutes of this matchup. If things keep going in Orbit's way, it could be a very quick 10-0 shortened first side here.
Sinful the drone again. He's just going to throw it in there to the base and see if he can make something happen with his teammates. But you brought it up right at the rip, how important it is to have drone control and controlling glass. And look what happens. When you have glass control, already a 6-0 lead.
Absolutely here, as you're seeing Fierce just try to hold down his own base here, kind of get some control, just sitting up there with the bow, such a dominant position. And going back to the use of EMPs on this map, Gizmo, we see EMPs used a lot on Detroit because it can completely shut down that toss there from the middle Atlas.
Yep.
But also on this map, the drone spawns in such a wide open area. We kind of do see it on Biolab as well, but really, here it can shut down any aggression you have going towards a drone. It's so key to dash, get the drone, and get out of there because you can focus your fire from so many different angles. And we're seeing right now just trading going back and forth from both teams.
Yeah, don't really like the play there from Perplex. Didn't have really much teammate support, if any. And here's Sin going to try for a throw. He gets stunned in the middle of the throw.
Good bounce in. It does.
It does.
Great shot there coming out of that squad. Orbit now up 7-0 here. Twiz at 8 and 9 there, finishing the bottom of that squad, but really, Lawless sitting at 15 and 5. He is just absolutely dominating here on side number 1.
Yeah, let's go on board with him. He's playing fantastic. The accuracy now with the drone, though, he's making a push. What do you do against that? When you have the control of glass, there's just so little that you can do as the opposition.
Even more than that, when you have the control of glass and you have the one player sitting top yellow, you know exactly where the opposing team's going to spawn, and it's an easy dunk each time. There's the shot coming in. That's going to fall way short. But fortunately for Stunner, they're able to get those 2 kills and get that dunk in. So blessing in disguise for them, but with only a minute left, they are down 9-2. And honestly, I do see Orbit closing this this side out early.
Yeah, they're in danger, and if you're new to Uplink, if they score 10 points here on this first side, the round will be done.
He can shoot this in very easily.
Yep.
Accuracy going to go for the shot here. Be smart. Yes, he is. He's going to shoot it in, and there is that shot. Accuracy with the great game knowledge. You can see Pounds going all around there from that Orbit side. An absolutely dominating first round. Stunner just looking looking extremely weak. I have no other way to put it. It was really just knowing how to manipulate the map, manipulating the spawns, holding down glass, Orbit did everything right there on side number 1.
That player top yellow, really dominating right off the rip. And you brought it up. I love that play. And the reason why is even if you're not getting the kills, you're letting your teammates know exactly where the other team is coming from. And that puts them at such a disadvantage. That was huge. And needless to say, off to a 10-0 lead.
That's a perfect example of kind of what's going wrong for Stunner right there. That's an easy gunfight that should be won there by that player watching their flank, but unfortunately he goes down. That stops all aggression here, and as you can already see, a toss coming in from Accuracy. He's going to score that one, and only 20 seconds into the round here, Orbit is already scored, and they are running the drone yet again. They cannot be stopped.
Sinful was sitting there literally waiting for the respawn, and there's another throw. Oh, he went short.
Little short from him. Could have aimed a little bit higher to get that in. Fears winds up picking up 2. Nice utilization of the bow there from range. This should be an easy toss-out / reset. Looks like they're just going to opt for the drone to reset on its own here. Looks like it's going to do that. Actually, Vex picks it up.
Yep.
Goes to toss it out there and actually fails. So they're going to be able to grab this and go for the dunk. A massive fail there coming out of Vex. So what wound up happening was the drone has a 15-second respawn timer if it doesn't get picked up. Vex wound up leaving it there on the ground. Then with 1 second remaining, runs over it, turns around to toss it out of the map. He fails, hits the wall as the entire Orbit team begins to push. They wind up picking it up, and Sin dunks hit everything going wrong for Stunner right here in game number 3.
And look at this lane from Orbit so far. Lawless, 22 kills. Sinful doing great work with his uplinks, as is Accuracy.
He just got his teammate killed there as he passed it to him, and they both got cleaned up there. Finally, some glass control coming out of Stunner here. They're going to rotate this drone through here, but all 4 players on Orbit ready to stop him right now. And yet again, they go for a drone toss, and it backfires right in their base. And as I say, Stunner had all glass control. No. Now in control of Orbit.
Yep, Accuracy with the drone now. He's going to try and sneak around this.
Look at the movement. Easy dunk.
There's another easy dunk.
15
it almost
to
wasn't
2.
an easy dunk. 15 to 2. There's just very little right now that Stunner can do. This is easily the most lopsided game so far in this series.
If you're just tuning in, games 1 and 2 could have been closer. Game number 3 here, absolutely one-sided right now. It's getting to a point now where you can basically see Orbit just put down their controllers, and this game would still end in their favor. I love the use of EMPs now by Sin. He knows that the opposing team has to just start getting the uplink in their hand as much as possible. By utilizing those EMPs, he can shut down all the aggression here, and now you're just seeing Accuracy control this drone. He's more than happy to just sit up here top glass.
And another thing with those EMPs, if you don't have hardwire on, you can't jump, so you can't get dunks. And at this point, when you're losing this big, you need dunks. Yeah, 1-point plays aren't going to do anything for you, but when you have Accuracy making another dunk, I mean, it's 17 to 2 here. This one's pretty much wrapped up. And just not much going right at all for this Stunner lineup.
Yeah, 17 to 2 here in favor of Orbit. You're even going to see Twiz pick up the drone yet again. Every player now positive for Orbit here. So outslaying completely in their favor. They're able to score another one there, 18 to 2. Jeez, this is one of the most one-sided uplinks I've seen here all weekend, as well as just in general in Advanced Warfare. Really just absolute destruction here. Twiz, the only member up here for the Atlas squad. He's just going to play it safe, just watch the drone area, knowing time is on their side. Only a minute remaining here. Man, if I'm on Stunner, I just got to put this game out of my head right now.
You hit it nail on the head right there. This game is over. It's done. Time to move on. The first two were extremely close. We're going to CTF now. It's on retreat. Focus on that. This game's done. There's nothing to see here anymore. Accuracy gets taken down with drone in hand. But Sinful playing fantastic, 26 and 16 with 5 uplinks. Look at how many uplinks Accuracy has.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 10 of his own. I believe almost all of them are dunks. He had a couple shots there, but great stuff here coming out of the squad.
They're trying to end it early.
If I'm a fan of this team, I'm excited to see their bows be used here on retreat CTF. They're just dominating in the slaying department. Legal decides to toss it out there just to make sure the game doesn't end early on them. So game number 3 going to wind up going to Orbit here in a dominating fashion, 18 to 2.
I'll say right now, I'm shocked by that.
Oh, yeah, completely.
If you weren't joining us for the first 2 games of this match, this could not have been any different from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, the 10th versus 12th seed here. Orbit going big there in game number 3. John and Twiz and the boys really stepping it up there, so they're going to take the 2-1 series lead. Remember, the loser of this matchup goes home. Stunner now, their backs against the wall. They need to win 2 maps in a row. Game number 4, CTF on retreat, coming up next.